Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the DiddlePower Super Matchup. So I guess you guys already know how it goes.
I hope so.
Yeah, and we're just going to go ahead and get started. Do we roll power or roll die?
Roll power.
Oh. Derp derp.
I'm ready.
I am too.
Okay. Now we should roll to see who will say their power first.
Alright. Or well, to say what we do first.
Well, yeah, okay.
6.
Fuck yeah! 3.
Suck my dick! Alright.
I was rolling a d20,
wait, so that means I
he
get to
was
say
rolling
mine
a
first.
d6.
Yeah, I'm the best.
For fun.
Alright, so
Okay.
I get to say mine first, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, what I'm going to do is spawn in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Round start.
Yep.
I'm going to run away from you.
Okay.
And and I'm going to jump off the platform and dangle precariously off of it, hanging on with only my hands for an indefinite amount of time. Go. What are you going to do?
I'm going to see you scientifically.
All right. That's it.
Yep.
Okay. So round 1 done.
Okay. Go on to round 2.
Now we go to round 2. Oh, great.
Okay, I'm good.
I too am good.
In this instance, would you read first again?
Yeah,
or...
sure. Whatever.
I don't...
Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
here's what I'm going to do. Continue to dangle precariously.
What a surprise! I'm going to walk to the edge of the platform and step on your fingers.
Okay.
Round 3. You good?
Yep.
Alright.
I will grab your leg and pull you off the platform till you fall to your death.
I was going to continue stepping on your fingers.
I think I win.
But I was also going to be looking at you in a scientific way while I was doing that.
Okay, that's nice.
So.
I think
Yeah, you
fell.
throw me off.
Yeah, feel
but
like
I see you on a scientific way.
Nice job, man.
Yeah. So my power was scientific perception. The ability to see the reality as scientific theory. Or as a
Nice.
scientific theory.
Okay.
What good does that do me?
I mean, if I was like throwing things at you, you could tell the velocity of that object as it's coming at you.
That doesn't give me superhuman speed to move out of the way. I can
doesn't.
just be like, hey, look, that thunk.
You're right.
I'd just be able to see it on a
Being able to
scientific
see it on a
level.
scientific level doesn't do you much good.
No. What did you have that allowed you to hold on indefinitely?
Self-sustenance. The power to reduce or remove the need for bodily necessities. So I don't have to poop. I'm
Yeah.
not cold.
Okay.
I'm not hungry.
Yeah.
I don't get tired. I don't have to rest. I don't have to sleep. So I can just dangle and not get tired. I'm just chilling down there.
That's...
So while you go to step on my finger, I just grab your leg by the leg, pull you down. And you could probably grab the edge, but you wouldn't really be able to hold on as well as I could.
No, I couldn't do that, and then we'd just be hanging there like, what's up?
Well, I mean, you'd probably be hanging there for a minute, and I'd kick you in the gut.
Yeah, no, I mean...
All right.
No, I died at that point.
So that's it. So you're done.
That was round 1.
So that's round 1. Wonderful.
Wow.
And
Well,
next
that was
time
something.
you go first, right?
Yes,
Loser goes
because
first?
I
Okay,
lost.
got it.
Loser goes first.
So roll.
Round 2. Roll your power. That was interesting.
Yeah, that was something. Oh. Come on, Internet. Don't be that guy. Michael, your Internet's being that guy.
My
Oh,
Internet's good.
no, never mind. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is going to be one move.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure mine is too.
Alright, I'm ready.
I am too, man.
Alright. I say first.
Yep.
Okay. Spawn in.
Yep.
And my item that I bring with me is water.
Alright.
2 cubic meters of water are next to me, and I'm
Right.
going to absorb all of that to become a gigantic liquid form
Like,
of me. Just big and liquidy.
so are you in the center of this liquid mass, or
It becomes, like...
or do you become liquid? Like what happened? Like,
I take on the properties of it. So I would become...
so you
liquid.
become a giant liquid
I
version
become a
of
giant
yourself.
liquid version of myself.
So there's no physical form of you. It's just a big liquid version of you.
Well, it's physical. It's water. but
Well,
I mean,
yes, but
my
there's no, like-
actual
like
person... yeah, my body has become
There's no
water.
little man inside
Right,
the center of the
right.
giant
No, it's
Michael.
giant
Got it.
water Michael. What are you?
Manifest your evil self as a cross-dressing WWE wrestler and have it grapple you.
The fuck?
Well, considering it's like an evil version of you, I don't know if it's necessarily a physical being, so I don't think it can drown. So I don't think, the fact that it... I think you can...
But what is it going to do to me? Grapple me, it's water. How are you going to grapple water?
Well, I don't know. It could probably, like, jump inside of you, do a tornado spin. I don't fucking know. It's an evil version of you, so... I would wager it might even have your water powers, considering it's you. Just an evil version.
Well, I don't have water powers.
Well, you have water something.
No. So it doesn't work like that.
Well, you have something relating to water. You specifically do have that. And I pulled an evil version of you out of you, so it's still you.
Okay.
So then it probably has that thing too.
It would have that power, but that's not what the power is. And I don't know how that would work.
Well, I don't understand.
I know you don't.
It's
but
you.
I can't tell you before we've decided who is dead.
Well, okay, so
You've spawned in an evil version of me.
You pulled the water to yourself, correct? You pulled the water into yourself, and that's what allowed you to make yourself big.
No, I reached out and touched the water.
Well, whatever. You physically touched the water.
Yeah, the water came to me after I touched it.
So then, evil version of you goes in to grapple you. It jumps into you pretty much is probably what's going to happen. So it also touches the water. So then, could it not steal half of your water and become a giant, like half-size version of you, while you also minuscule down to a half-size version of yourself?
Maybe, but that would go to a turn too, because that would take time. It takes time to get to. Yeah. It would take time for him to get to me.
If it's
and
you,
then,
right? Okay.
But round 2 is going to happen. I'm going to throw you off the edge with water cannon. So
I mean, it might not.
We would come to a roll at this point. That's going to be my move. I can go ahead and admit that to you right now, and I don't know whatever you do. If your guy's gonna have to come over and try to touch me, and if I'm shooting a water cannon, at you, that comes to a roll.
Let's see.
What happens first? Because your guy, you can manifest, but you still got to get him to get to me.
I manifest him out of you, though. So he doesn't come from my side of the field. He's already right there with you. That's my ability. I manifest it from you.
Okay.
So I've manifested it from you, which means it's right there with you. So that means as soon as you pull the water, he touches the water as well. Regardless of whether I wanted him to grapple you at that point or not. He's already there. And you have to bring the water to yourself, which he's also right next to. So then both of both of yous have this water touching them. So then you both grow at the same time. And he's still grappling you. So I think that's where we leave round 1. I'm still on the opposite end of the field.
How's he going to grapple water?
Even
if he is water, that's not going to do anything.
I don't fucking know, dude. He's an evil version of you. So whatever. He's trying to grapple you, but you're both water, so I imagine you're probably just splashing into each other or something. I don't fucking know. Hey, this is what we asked for. We don't know. We're trying to establish this right here. So I'm saying, do you understand though? It doesn't sound far-fetched. He spawns right there by you because I pulled him from you.
What exactly does your power describe as far as manifesting someone to me? Because I don't know if he would have my power. He's an evil version of me. I don't know.
The user can utilize this ability to force a being to face their inner evil, either in a mental struggle or bring the victim's dark side into the world as a physical being.
Okay.
Oh, shit. When a darkness is faced, they're arguably more powerful than the good half of the being. He's better than you.
But that goes into a different move that you didn't say for him to do. You wanted him to grapple me.
Yeah.
That was your move.
Yes.
We spawned in, your move was for him to grapple me, not to touch the water and become a giant liquid form as well. That would go under something different, and you didn't know that before.
I realize that, but here's what I'm saying, just by the logistics of it. You're here, he's pulled out from you here, you touch the water, as soon as you start getting big, you touch him. You don't have a choice. You have to touch him, because he's right there. So that means he also is touching the water, which means he probably gets what you have, and he's better at it than you are.
But that would require him to do it, which would come to a turn too.
I don't think that goes to a turn 2. I would say this is still moving on the logistics of the first turn. He's still there with you. He goes to grapple you. Maybe you touch the water before he touches you. But either way, if your decision was to expand, perhaps in the middle of his grapple you panic and you go to expand, you still have to physically touch him. You have no choice because he's right there by you. You expand, you touch him with the water, he gets what you have.
I don't think that that's how that works, though.
I don't know. It doesn't say it doesn't. But if it's you, and you have that power, then I would imagine the Dark You also has that power, because video games follow that rule too, as do comic books and other mangas. When you make a dark version of that person, they also happen to have that power. That's typically what always ends up happening. Look at Doppelganger from Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It's you. Like, it's Alucard, and it also has Alucard's powers. Like, when you make a dark version of that person, it has that person's powers. So, by virtue of the fact that you chose to expand, you have to touch him with the water. And I'm assuming your power relates to touching the water, such that he also has that power. So when you touch him with your water form, he gets that same ability. So he grows big as well. You guys probably grow like half as big as you would have on your own. And he's there to try to stop you. Because he does what I say. Because he's evil. And
does he do what you say?
Hey, he might not, but he's still evil and he wants to stop you.
Well, yeah, no, absolutely, he would want to stop you, but I don't think you can control him.
Probably not.
That's a completely different argument
sure.
altogether. I don't think that would give you... You can manifest him, but I don't think you can control him.
They know the being like they know themselves. Victims are either corrupted, blah, blah, blah. Nah, doesn't say. So he may not be...
Well, either
control,
way,
but
if
either way,
he's evil and trying to
stop
kill me, he's going to kill me. Because apparently he's better than I am.
Well, he's stronger than you are, but you're both forces of
Yeah,
water at that point. So I don't know if he can hit you harder or not. But
I think no matter what happens, we're both water, and there's nothing water can do to water. He could be the strongest water ever. He's still water.
That's true.
And we're both still water.
Well, he's still going to try to stop you regardless.
How is he going to stop water?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Okay.
All I know is that... So can you at least agree
I can...
that's where we're at?
Yes,
round
that makes
one.
sense. That makes sense.
Okay, so we can stop there and move on to round two.
I don't
know what we can do, but we can fucking guess.
Okay.
I
don't... Like, that doesn't...
Fuck, dude, I don't know, man. We're in uncharted territory at this point. We don't know what we're doing.
He can't... I'm water.
Okay, fine. I mean, I think you just have to take into consideration that regardless of what you're doing, it's trying to stop you. So read your power, and if your power seems as though
he can't stop me. There's nothing, like, it doesn't work like that. It's water.
Well, read your power description. I don't fucking care what it is, but what do you just become a force of water?
Alright, I have matter absorption.
Okay.
I can absorb matter through physical contact.
Okay.
The user can absorb various kinds of matter into their own body, and it can cause me to take on properties of said matter.
Okay.
I get, like, biological absorption, elemental mimicry, elemental regeneration,
I would say
energy
you probably
assimilation.
turn into, like, a water monster. Like, you're still...
But it's water.
I know, but for the purposes of what we're dealing with, I mean, I feel like that's the only way. Otherwise...
It's just, I mean, like, the physical aspects of, like, if I become giant and suddenly become made of water, then
you chose to make yourself into a giant form of yourself. Yes. So clearly that water has to be stabilized in some way.
Right.
You're not just gushing water constantly
Obviously.
and rebuilding your own form.
Correct.
You have some kind of form.
Yes.
We could try to assume that form has a physical nature, as in you're just a giant water totem version of yourself. So I would imagine another water version of yourself could probably fight yourself.
But it's water. I mean, if we were just going to go through each other, it doesn't make any sense.
I feel like you can probably still push each other and shit. Look.
I understand where you're coming from, and out of any other energy or any other material, I would think so.
It would have been really nice if you chosen, like, ice or something.
Yeah, I wanted water, though, because of water
you could have chosen
reasons.
fire. Fire would have been much more of a
Yeah,
bitch.
but the only problem with the fire, what I thought of, was that it says I can take on the properties of said matter, and I didn't want it to become like a fire debate about, like, am I burning to death as soon as I touch fire? Or how do I bring 2 cubic meters of fire with me?
You would become a living fire elemental.
Right. But how do I bring 2 cubic meters of fire with me?
You bring 2 cubic meters of fire? Fuck, dude!
How do you do that? How do I
make another version of you that's a cross-dressing sumo wrestler?
That makes sense. That, like, the dark form appears, I can picture that. But fire, just 2 cubic meters of fireball there. Yeah. That doesn't make sense to me. Water makes sense. It's like an invisible tank, and it's just kind of there, and then I pull it into me, and I become giant. And I don't know. I just feel like
you don't
anything
become
that's gonna
massive.
happen-
You become
Well, 2
whatever
cubic
2 cubic meters will
yeah.
make.
Well, that's what did we say? 6 foot by 6 foot by 6 foot. I think that's what we said.
It's
2
a lot of
cubic.
water, but I don't know if it's like huge.
I mean, it's big.
It's probably big, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say you probably make like an 8 foot tall guy or something.
No, more than that. I'm adding 6 feet in
Cut
every.
in half though, because you don't get the other guy gets it too. So
Does it? Why would it split
fucking
it?
I don't know, dude. I'm just assuming. It's another version of you, but evil. So why wouldn't it have your power? That's what every comic book and video game rule has said thus far. When you make an evil version of yourself, or when you have to fight an evil version of yourself, it always happens to have the same amount of power that you do. Like, you know that.
I mean, yeah, okay.
You know
we're not arguing about that. That doesn't make it. That's fine.
Okay.
What happens is what happens. We're there, but I still think that
I
no matter what
understand
happens with
it's
the amount of
water, but-
water, I'm going to go to attack and push through him. I'm water and just. I mean, it's all water.
Well-
Everything's water. We're 2 water monsters. We're basically just going to throw a lot of water around, and you're going to fall off the edge. Is what I'm getting at. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get you off the edge.
I see that. I know. But I don't know if you can do that. I don't know. Like, I figure if you guys are hitting each other, which is what I assume. Here's how I picture it. So you're water elementals. You have some sort of physical form, so you can strike. And when you strike, you just wind up, like, you lose a chunk of water that hits the ground, and it either flows off,
Well, it comes back to you.
or it comes back to you.
That's what
Either
I
one.
figured. That's in my head. I was thinking. I remember from some movie or something where some giant water thing. So we would like have its giant water fist
Yeah,
and
so
throw it
like-
and hit it,
yeah,
and then it would become like as soon as it
breaks
hits,
down,
it would
comes
break,
down
and
into
it
water,
comes to like
and then
normal water and
it flows
flows
back,
around,
and then it comes back into it. Yes,
Yeah,
we're on
that's
the
what I'm
same
figuring.
page.
Okay, so then I'm throwing water. We're fighting, and the extra water that's flowing all over the place
Well,
now
what I'm
is going to
saying
hit
is-
you.
I'm not sure if that's enough of a current to knock me off, though.
There's I mean, 2 cubic meters with all that water.
But you don't have the full 2 cubic meters anymore.
Okay, 1 cubic meter.
Yeah. And is 1 cubic meter enough to, like, make a tremendous enough wave that would knock me off? Considering the fact that also, evil you is trying to stop you from doing whatever the hell you're doing, just by virtue of the fact that it's evil you.
If I throw, but if, I mean, if I could become a giant wave and go through him.
Yeah,
I mean, fucking
but-
some water's not going to go through, but enough is going to keep going.
It might. We don't know.
There's
We
no
don't know
way
how
to
much.
fucking-
I don't
there's
know. I don't
nothing.
know if a cubic meter of water is enough to fucking make a wave big enough to knock me over.
How much is a cubic water?
It might not be, and if it isn't, then it's irrelevant. Then I still don't get knocked off because it's like, if it's a wave that comes up to my knees and I don't slip or I don't go anywhere, I mean, I'm gonna try to hold on, obviously. So you know.
I don't really want the weight of 1 cubic meter.
Well, how much is it? Yeah, that doesn't really tell us very much. Well,
Everything is about how much does it weigh. I want to know what it looks like. I want to see 1 cubic meter of water.
we don't even know how big the platform is either.
No, there's no real dimensions on it.
Yeah. I mean, we just have to assume it's. big
So it's
enough.
just 2 water. Basically, we're just 2 water elementals hitting each other.
Yes. And I'm on the opposite end of the field, probably trying not to fall off.
Yeah.
What's happening.
It comes to a roll.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
That's the only. That's the only thing I can think of here is that it comes to a roll as to.
Die.
There's no way. I mean, it just
Like-
comes to a roll as to whether or not you wind up falling off the
It pushes
platform.
you off, but there's still
I'm
water.
water.
So if there's still like a little bit of water on the platform, there's like a little you and a little evil you fucking still duking it out,
Yeah.
regardless. Until there's absolutely no water left on that platform,
And
which would
that's
probably take a while to
not-
evaporate.
Yeah. The only way to do it is to see whether or not we wind up in our struggle pushing you off. That's what we're rolling for.
I guess so.
Roll a 20 this time.
I
Not a
fucking
6.
I know. Which one's a good 20? This one? No.
That's not a 20, that's
Yeah,
a 10.
I know.
Still not a
There you
20.
go.
That's a 20.
This is legit.
Yeah, that's a
All
20.
right. Ready?
Alright,
Go
12.
4. God
Alright.
damn it.
You fall off.
Yeah,
I win.
did. All right. I'm willing to bet a cubic meter of water is probably not enough to knock me over.
Well,
but we don't know. We don't
in a
fucking
struggle
know.
between 2 giant water elementals.
Too big or water. We don't know how big they are.
They're big enough. I would figure. I mean, a cubic
fucking-
meter
I don't know.
ever 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet. That's.
I don't know. I don't know how big. Like, I know you can
36
do that.
inches.
You can
Okay,
do that, but what I'm saying
We're back
is
at work. A 30 cube was one, or 32 cube was one of the biggest boxes we have, and it was big enough to probably put both of us in there with plenty of room. That's still not even a 36 by 36 by 36. So that much
know,
water
but what I'm saying
between the
is,
2 of us.
like, to make a giant version of yourself, I don't think it would be very big. Like
I think it would at least add a couple feet onto it.
Probably.
I mean, because of water.
I don't know feet. I would say maybe like 2 feet at most. Like
I would think
literally
three.
exactly.
I would think at least 3 because it's 1 cubic meter is 3 feet by 3 feet. I mean, to bulk up in everything. Next power.
Yeah.
1 to 1. Okay.
All right. You good?
I'm good.
I guess I got to say my thing first, don't I?
Yeah. You lost last one.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do first. Well, round begins. We're both in. We start in. Start by entering bullet time and going all.
Nothing's. You're just.
I'm just standing there and I'm in bullet time, so everything's slow motion, and you can only just stand there in slow motion also and watch me go. Because I'm moving.
Are you moving normally?
I'm moving normal
everything
time,
else is
and
slow?
you are actually moving and contemplating things in slow time.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I spawn in.
Yep.
And I'm going to make you immediately pregnant, and then give birth to thousands of tiny scorpions.
Okay.
Coming out of like every possible hole that they could in your body.
Okay.
I think you die.
No.
You've got thousands of scorpions coming out of every hole in your body.
I
They're
realize
probably moving all your organs. I think you're dead.
No.
Why not? Explain that. It's slow motion, but it's still happening.
Well, it hasn't happened yet. Technically, we're still in slow motion. You haven't done it until I'm out of slow motion, and I didn't say I stopped. So...
I think mine's still happening, but it's slow motion.
Sure.
So you immediately start feeling things growing inside, or
Probably.
hatching inside of you.
Right. But they've begun, and they haven't ended. So at the end of round 1, you're beginning to make that happen, but everything is still slow motion to you, and I'm still going...
It is happening, though.
It is happening.
Already going
That is true.
to happen, so you can't.
So I'm not dead, though. Not dead yet.
Not yet. It will happen.
It might. Because now we gotta go to round 2. I'm not dead yet. This is kind of like a round 1.5, technically, since I have made bullet time happen. I can move again. There's nothing to say I can't, because I have control of time.
You don't have control of time. You can just slow it down and speed it up.
No, I
mean, it's
control of
different.
time.
You can't completely stop it.
Yeah, I can.
Alright, if you have bullet time, that's different. If you have control
I
of time...
have more than bullet time.
If that is a different story altogether, but as
I chose to initially
understand,
start by
you have
making bullet time. Yeah, because I thought it'd be funny. So technically, I can still move, even though you can't. Because I can.
Okay, well then it doesn't matter what I'm about to do because there's nothing I could do in time, so go ahead.
Okay. Should I even bother writing things down?
Nah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Apparently I can't do anything because the time stopped.
Yeah. So I'm still growing, probably, and being impregnated, and being pregnant by these scorpions.
You are birthing.
Probably not yet. I'm probably, my stomach is getting big with these scorpions, but I don't think I'm birthing them yet. So, is that? Well, whatever. I'm gonna teleport behind you and just head gone. You're dead.
How is my head gone?
Because I cut it off with my hands.
You can't cut something off with your hands. Physically,
yes, I can.
Okay, what is your power that allows you to cut my head off with your hands?
So, I'm Agent Smith. I have rule bending. As in all the rules. Teleportation, space, time.
Oh, well, fucking, that's a god power.
So yeah.
Okay, he doesn't have rule bending.
It uses Smith as an example.
Right.
Once he's fused with Neo and he's... Did you watch The Matrix?
Yeah,
hey, whatever.
The Matrix.
Okay, so...
But he's not...
No, before we do this, I win, okay? Like, that's it.
Yeah, no, there's nothing I can do,
okay.
but, like, you can't
bend
the rules of...
Episode done, I win, okay?
Asshole.
So now we can... So now the rest of this we can just cut if we don't want to keep it.
Anyway. Depends on what you're about to say.
No, it's...
Just dub over your voice with blah, 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 blah.
User can bend the laws of reality to achieve a variety of superhuman feats, increasing their personal capabilities to various extents, mimicking rules such as flight, phasing, teleportation, etc., or resisting natural or supernatural effects. So even still, I didn't read that. I could actually just stop you from making me give birth to these scorpions if I really wanted to.
That sucks.
Natural or supernatural
it's
effects.
It's like a god power.
It is. It's called rule bending. It's probably like the definition of god power. I make
definition
the
of bullshit.
So I win. That'll be fun to animate, I think. Like, we'll I'm literally going... and you're just watching me, and then my stomach just slowly starts getting bigger, and I'm like, oh god, I gotta end this quick. And I immediately go... And I teleport behind you, and just... Your head comes off, and I probably poop out a scorpion.
Gross.
Like, that's just what Sonic Thor has it animated as, is I just poop out one scorpion, and then the round's over.
Single one.
Yeah, just like one manages to come out, and then I'm no longer pregnant with these scorpions, because it's done.
So
even though the worst thing is I didn't realize I could have just stopped you from making that happen at any given point in time.
Yeah, you could.
So I didn't, but I didn't say I would, so it's too late.
Power.
So I peeped that
Bullshit.
Yeah, it happens. Okay, episode 1 done. Or, fuck.
Fucking
not
what
one.
the hell?
Episode something.
Whatever.
Shit, did we do an outro? Nope. No, we didn't. Well, whatever. I win. That's it, guys. See you next time. Fuck you. Alright, now we're done.
Alright.